Good afternoon. My name is Steren Rawson, President of Steren Electronics. I want to welcome you to our bi-monthly webinar reviewing our dealer rollout program. Today we will have Elisa Jones speaking, as well as Craig Fellman speaking. Also in attendance we have David Sterenberg, CEO, Evan Kinsella, CFO, Alex Cohen, Senior Vice President. Today we're going to share information about new team members who we've brought on board who will have interface with our dealers. We're also going to review our new dealer portal launch that provides the marketing materials and marketing supplies you'll need for your stores. We'll provide updates to marketing efforts and initiatives, as well as our golden quarter product and promotions that we're developing to deliver very short term here to support your store sales for the coming quarter. At this time, I'll hand it off to Elisa Jones.
We're excited to announce that we've added two new team members to our dealer program. We have Tim Varga, who joined us as our Steren Retail Demand Planner. He'll be working on demand planning, supply planning, inventory management. He'll be reaching out to you guys in the next couple weeks for those of you that haven't turned in any RSPOS reports. He'll be reaching out to try to get that information back from you so he can start his efforts in inventory planning. Joining our team also, Doreen McCrae. She's been at Steren for 15 years. She will be working with you guys on financial activities, store performance, quality initiatives, reporting and process improvements. On this side, she'll also be reaching out to you regarding credit and gathering our resale certificates. At this time, I'll turn it over to Ben so we can start to introduce to you our dealer portal.
Thank you, Elisa, and good afternoon, everyone. We're very excited to share with you the launch of the Steren Dealer Portal. With that, we have a demonstration today for you of the live demo, where you'll be able to go online and order marketing materials for your store or stores. What you'll see when you come to the demo is a selection of product categories. By clicking on one in particular, you then are presented with a number of items that you can scroll through, choose those in which you choose to purchase, input a quantity, and continue through the checkout process. We won't complete a checkout today, but certainly it is straightforward, and to the extent that as you access this portal, if you need any help, we'll be certainly able to help you. In addition to the launch of the dealer portal, we are now underway with the production of our consumer website. Initial design of the home page has been completed, and you see that here. It's now being coded while all interior pages are being designed, and then shortly after will be coded. We intend to have this site live by the end of the month, and this will serve as the backdrop for many of our marketing campaigns and initiatives. Next on tap will be the completion of local store websites using a platform called Ballyhoo. Some of you may have heard us talk of this platform before. It allows us to keep very consistent content and messaging throughout the dealer community, and so as we progress, we intend to have this built out in the November timeframe. Also in parallel are our plans to launch a social media platform. In this case, we've chosen a platform called Soci. Soci allows us through a single dashboard the ability to promote and publish content through any number of social channels, while simultaneously listening to intent and being able to respond to those, also providing those in the stores the ability to share messages about store-specific activities that they may choose. Public relations also underway. We've recently engaged with a PR firm who is now building out for us our national public relations campaign, along with a local public relations program, which will include the key messaging and media tips and tricks for all those in local communities to engage with media. As we progress through this program, we expect to have our first announcement on November 10th, with a follow-up on November 28th.
Craig, that brings us to the Black Friday part of our presentation.
Okay, thank you, Elisa. Damien, would you roll to the next slide? Okay, so guys, I'm really excited. We put together what I believe is a very good offering of a wide variety of products that I think will be very attractive to your customers, and you're going to get some exceptionally good pricing as well. On this slide, I put the bullet points down the left to kind of cover the categories, but I wanted to speak specifically to some of the products that are pictured. In the top left, you'll see a little action camera. Obviously, this is a competitor to the GoPro Hero. I really love this product for a couple of reasons. Number one, we've got major branding. These are branded Monster. Number two, it's got a very, what I consider to be great marketing program behind it. They're calling these the villains, you know, to be the antithesis to the hero. And I can tell you, feature-wise, presentation, packaging, and especially pricing, it blows the GoPros out of the water. It really does. So I think that one's going to do very well this fourth quarter. To the right of that, you'll see our drone. Now, we're going to have mini drones. I think it's a total of 10. I consider the one pictured here to be the flagship amongst those. The key features on this one is that it's a pretty good size, you know, larger than average. It's 12 inches from tip to tip. It does feature the built-in camera, and I also like on the remote control, it's got a built-in LCD display. To be clear, that display is a status display. It indicates how the drone is tilting, battery, charge level, etc. You do not view the video content on that display, but nonetheless, an outstanding, you know, feature-wise drone, extremely competitively priced, and I think it's going to be a winner. Directly underneath the action camera, many of you are familiar with the Sherwood receiver, part number RX4105. At one point, this was an exclusive Radio Shack item, and I'm told it was an exceptionally good seller. And I'm proud to announce that we've negotiated exceptional pricing, and this is going to be featured during the Black Friday time period at $99 retail, which I think is going to be very strong and get people in your stores. Skipping 2 spots to the right of the receiver, you will see a telephone. This is the AT&T EL52203, also known as Radio Shack number 43-574. We're working closely with AT&T. They're eager to partner with Steren in the absence of Radio Shack. Again, giving us exceptional pricing, and frankly, they're giving us insights to products that were good sellers for Shack in the past. This was the #1 selling SKU in the entire line. This has a everyday suggested retail of $54.99, and during our Black Friday promotion, an amazing, it will retail at an amazing $29.99. But I think that, again, is going to be a product that will drive people in your stores. I also wanted to comment on the bottom in the center. We show a scanner. Again, many of you are familiar with this. It's branded Whistler. I know that this same product was being private labeled for Radio Shack. Any rate, many of you are familiar with it. It's very high quality, easy to program, has all the key bells and whistles, and we have numerous both analog and digital scanners that will be featured. But the reason I wanted to call this one out is because we'll be able to, in our Black Friday promotion, we'll be promoting analog scanners at $69 retail. Again, from everything I've done in my research, no one else is able to do that. And then finally, to the right of that, we've partnered and have had a partnership with a company called Aftershocks on the headphone that you see pictured there. This is a very unique headphone. It utilizes bone conduction technology. And to put it in layman's terms, the significance of that is that it does not rest on or in the ear. The little earpiece you see there actually goes past the ear and rests on the cheekbone. And of course, the benefit of that is safety. If you're jogging or riding a bike, whatever, you can be listening to your music, but at the same time hear what's going on around you. And I got to tell you, I use a set of these, and the sound quality is incredible. I mean, going through your bones, it's doesn't make. I mean, there's no deterioration in the sound quality with that technology. So that covers that page. The next page I wanted to show you is we do have our Black Friday pre-order form completed. It is on the NewTek website and available for immediate download. The key things that we've put together in this promotion is, A, we wanted to be very aggressive on the retail pricing to consumers. I mean, the point of the Black Friday is to get people in your doors, introduce them to the new Steren brand, and make a good first impression, and I think we're going to do that. The second bullet, obviously we want to help you guys be profitable. Our well-being is tied to your well-being, so you will see that we have put together some very aggressive pricing for you, the dealers. And then finally, the Black Friday promotion is going to be supported both by print media as well as electronic media that Ben touched on a few minutes ago. I did want to take a second and point out some of the key columns that are relative to your ordering on the pre-order form. You can see my little arrows there. One of the columns that I added was marketing support. In that column, you will see the words print or digital or print and digital. And that simply indicates if this item is going to be featured in the printed flyer, it will say print. If it says digital, then that's going to be promoted in our digital media, social media, online, etc. And in many cases, most cases, these selected items will be featured in both mediums. But right there, that's your indicator. You know, if you're planning to participate in the Black Friday promotion and you're going to be receiving flyers, you're most likely going to have all those products that are featured, so they're available when your customer comes in the door. The next column to the right of it, obviously, is ETA date. These ETA dates are obviously estimates, but we feel confident in them. Please bear with us if it's a day or two early or late, but you can have confidence in these being approximate delivery dates. And these ETA dates apply to both warehouses. We have product either in or in transit to both California and Memphis warehouses. The next column I wanted to point out to the right of that, I labeled special dealer pricing. What this indicates, the number on the top, the first item, for example, the drone, has a Black Friday promotional dealer cost of $46.50. Below that, in parentheses, is what your regular cost will be after the promotion ends. And then likewise on the column to the right of that, I wanted to point out the special retail pricing. Again, we're being very aggressive. We want to get people in your doors, make a good impression. So for the Black Friday period only, and I believe it's only Friday the 27th, we will be retailing that drone at $49, but it has a regular suggested everyday retail of $99. So again, all that information's there for quick, easy reference. In closing, underneath our sample pre-order form, there's a link to download this form. Or you can go directly to the NewTek site. We have a button called Pre-Order Forms, and it's right at the top of that. That is all I have today, so I will turn it back over to Darren and Elisa.
Okay, guys. In the next probably two to 3 days, you'll start to see the flyer. But what I wanted to talk to you about is on the Black Friday, we were talking a little bit about the dealer portal. When we talk about flyers, by the end of today, you guys will receive an email from Jen and Teresa that will give you your new Steren store number. You're going to need a Steren store number when you log into the dealer portal to be able to access any of the flyers and to purchase any of the marketing materials. So look for an email from Teresa Morton or Jennifer Patel with your Steren store number on it. Our Black Friday promotion is going to have at least 50 circular promoted items, 35 in-store promos. We are going to provide for the people that hit the minimum purchase requirement of approximately $6,000, we will provide to you 1,000 free circulars for all participating dealers. Each additional 1,000 will be an additional $44.95. These items are all to be ordered off of the dealer portal. They will be shipped direct to you. They will not come from our Memphis facility or San Diego facility. Steren New Tech credit for minimal order quantity purchases we are offering for qualified dealers. We will be reaching out to you for credit terms. Doreen is going to be heading that office or that promotion. But when you submit your pre-order forms, definitely we need to have a conversation about credit on an individual basis. I didn't want to just blast it out to everyone. Multiple orders of MOQ are possible pending inventory. We want you guys to build up your inventory. We're promoting the flyers. You will have all your flyers in time for you to get to the newspapers, to get to however you want to deliver them to your community. We're going to need all flyers or all flyer orders by October 23rd in order to make sure we get them to you in time. We will be printing approximately 700,000 flyers, so get your orders in by October 23rd so we can get those to your door so you can get them delivered. Our next slide is our production schedule. This kind of gives you an idea of where we are as far as flyer promotions, production schedules. If you notice on time, if you go through the schedule, you'll be able to hit the dates in order to get you your promotional materials delivered in a timely manner. Anybody else? Damien, are there any questions? At this time, we'd like to open up to see if there's any questions.
We do have one question that came in. Please do take this time to ask any questions that you may have via the webinar question section. The one question that we did receive, are there going to be any terms on Black Friday products we order? As we mentioned on that page and with the introduction of Doreen to our team, Steren is committed to extend credit terms to support the purchases for Black Friday product offering. We expect those who are interested in participating to commit to one full minimum order of the products required to support the Black Friday flyer. And as a result, we anticipate working on a dealer-by-dealer basis in communication between Jen, Teresa, and Doreen to determine the credit available for each dealer who chooses to participate. At this time, hang on, we have some other questions. Is Steren any closer to a wireless carrier announcement? I appreciate the question. That is a subject and issue near and dear to my heart. I have been actively involved in that conversation. I do not have an update that I can share at this time. We are considerably closer to an agreement and anticipate that some type of announcement will be coming in the coming weeks. The additional question here, when will more Steren products be available? Our team, who's responsible for product management and supply chain, are actually traveling this week in China, meeting with all of the major factories. It's a big time of year in Asia for Asian sourcing and supplier activities, and that team is actively pursuing updates and scheduling for inbound purchases of new Steren products. We anticipate that we should be able to share with you an update upon their return not later than next week. There's an additional question here. Will Steren have a digital copy of the flyer that we can use or have our newspaper print? Yes, we will provide a digital copy of that flyer for those who do choose to participate in the program, available for download. Question regarding the Memphis warehouse. Craig, you are probably more up to date on that information than I am. Could you please take a shot at answering that one?
Sure. So I assume the question is regarding when is it open, when will products be there, etc. So based on that, I'll answer it this way. Integration from the cell service division to the warehouse in Memphis was completed last week. We actually started shipping our first orders last Friday. To date, as we speak, there are roughly 400 Steren branded SKUs in stock in Memphis. As I mentioned earlier when I was talking about ETAs for Black Friday product, all products shown in the Black Friday promotion are in transit to Tennessee as well. And our purchasing team is focused on the top 1,000 regular SKUs to get those moving as well. Our commitment to the dealer base is that we will have Steren product, Black Friday product, and our top 1,000, what we call third-party non-Steren branded products in the Memphis, Tennessee warehouse no later than the end of October.
Thank you, Craig. An additional question here, will there be any national advertising that drives customers to dealer stores besides digital? We greatly appreciate the question and we understand the interest. We are of the belief at this point in time that the dealers have such significant position in their markets and their communities that it's much more relevant for us to invest in driving activity digitally and with print media directly to your stores in your communities as opposed to pursuing any national investments on advertising dollars at this time. I suspect that will be the case for at least a year to come as we establish a brand identity within your communities and we establish ourselves as a brand that can be nationally advertised. We have another question. Can we have store name and address pre-printed on the flyers so that people can find our stores related to the Steren flyer? Absolutely. Our whole intention in purchasing the flyers provides you the opportunity on the Steren portal to add your company name, your address, and your phone number as well as your store hours for Black Friday in particular and regular days of the week as well. We're making that a prominent place on the flyer, but we will have the flyer be a Steren branded flyer as this is our investment on a go-forward basis to support the brand and establishing brand recognition and identity for your stores and product offering. I also wanted to share that I have understanding, and you may want to on this, but the store has signed the understanding that you cannot identify yourself as a former Radio Shack store or a Radio Shack store of any record without having permission from the new Radio Shack organization. So we will look to scrub the list from having information unless you tell us otherwise that you are comfortable sharing that in the naming recognition. There's a question here, Craig, that may follow on to your comment about Steren Memphis, which is whether or not we have any other product available than Steren product.
Yes, so to circle back to my previous answer, as we speak today, it's strictly Steren product in Memphis, but literally the first pallets started of other branded third-party product started arriving today. I would feel comfortable in saying by next Friday, October 23rd, all items shown in the, with a few exceptions, the vast majority of the items shown in Black Friday pre-order form will be stocked in Memphis as well as California. So we are moving rapidly and aggressively to get that warehouse filled up.
Thank you very much. At this time, that's all the questions we have. As you see a call to action, we want to remind people that there will be messages and communications coming out from Jen and Teresa regarding the dealer portal. That will be the location that you can log in and access marketing material, including the flyer, name badges, shirts, signs, and other requirements for POS, point of sale, and point of display. to support your debrand from the Radio Shack brand if that's what you're in the process of doing. Sure, people know that they can find updated information on our Google community page. I recommend that people go on there and set up their status such send you a message whenever there's an update, so that you don't have to go back and look. You can look at the message and see if it's something you want to click back to see the details on. We will continue this monthly. Next one will be October 27th. Our team will be in contact with many dealers regarding the Black Friday purchases as well as credit terms through Doreen, and we look forward to working with you very quickly to get everyone prepared for a very successful Black Friday. Thank you all for your time today. Please info at sterenusa.com or 844-897-0056 if you have any questions. Thank you.